Hi everyone, welcome to another True Ghost Story. It is the Chinese Hungry Ghost Festival and we continue the theme of ghost stories. Today I will share about a time when a boy was followed by a violent ghost who wanted to steal the light of his soul. Also, I am sharing my personal supernatural experiences during this ghost month. So if you would like to hear some true ghost stories, remember to subscribe to get updates whenever I publish a new video on this channel. It was the late 80s and I had moved out to live on my own for a while. But yet once in a while I would return home to stay a night or two with my family and just to connect with them. During that time, my mom was a babysitter for a young boy. He was about 3 years old and let's call him R. He was a sweet boy. And whenever I was back, he would want to play with me, and I did, just for a while because he was so adorable. One of the days when I was back, I returned home a little later than usual. By that time, usually R would have been picked up by his mom and he would have gone back home. But that night, he was still at my parents' home. I thought nothing of it because my mom was the babysitter and I simply thought that maybe his mother was late to pick him up. My mom acted a little strange though. She smiled sheepishly and said that R was staying over for the night, just one time only. Again, I thought nothing of it. It was my parents' home, and if they were okay for R to stay over and R's parents were okay too, then so was I. As usual, R wanted me to play with him, and I did. And after a while, I did my usual routine, I had my shower, checked emails, then went to bed. That night I had one of my very vivid dreams. It was this wide open space, like a never-ending space. It was not dark. There was light from somewhere. It was like sunlight. And then I saw R seated at the center of it all. Uh, you know, he had his eyes closed and he was seated in the lotus position. Right at the center of it, everything. And from him and around him, there was this bright light. you know it looked so beautiful. And suddenly I felt a presence, an intrusion into this space, and I can sense that it was a female spirit. It tried to enter into the area around R, and for some reason I felt very protective of R, and I somehow knew that the spirit was up to no good. So I shouted at the spirit and warned it to keep away. But it still tried again and again to enter the space near R, and I continued warning the spirit. And I don't know why I said it, but I said to the spirit that it knew who I was, and if it did anything to R, it would answer to me. This went on for a while, and next thing I knew, I woke up, you know. But I could still remember the dream, because I usually remember my vivid dreams. I thought it was just a dream, and the next day I woke up, I just went about the usual things and prepared for work, and had breakfast. And while I was having breakfast, my mom sat down to have a chat with me. She was behaving strangely, and I could sense that she wanted to tell me something. So I coaxed her, asked her what was up. It was then that she told me that R stayed over because he was being haunted by a ghost. When he was back at his own home, his parents caught him playing with something in the corner, this blank space in the corner of his room, and then he was laughing, giggling, like how he would play with me when he visited. His mother thought it looked strange and asked him what was he doing. He answered that he was playing with Auntie. That frightened his mother. So his parents quickly consulted a Buddhist monk, and the monk told them that their son R had a really bright light about him, and it was his soul light, and it was much brighter than many other people's soul light. So this caught the attention of a female ghost that was wandering around, and she saw him and she followed him to their home, and she intended to eventually steal the light of his soul. R's parents asked the monk for help, and the monk agreed to help, but he told them that he was going to do it, do his rituals and all, and it would be best if R was not at home. And that was why R came to stay at my parents' home for the night. And then I remembered my dream and I told my mom what happened in that dream. My mom listened and she calmly said that the ghost must have followed R to our home, and because she wanted to steal his uh, soul light. And my mom said, thankfully, I was home and I had stopped the ghost from doing harm to the boy. My mom didn't say it, but when she said I stopped the ghost, what she meant was that I fought it in the astral realm. Actually, since young, I had dreams of going around places and fighting ghosts. I had thought they were dreams, but later in life, I learned that I was actually astral traveling. Another interesting thing that happened was that there was this tall cactus plant at the entrance of my parents' home. A week later, when I returned for my regular visit again, my mom informed me that the day after the night R stayed over, the cactus plant suddenly withered, completely withered, from a healthy green cactus plant to a dry husk overnight. My mom said that the cactus are known to ward off evil, and it must have helped with dealing with that female ghost too. So have you had any encounters with ghosts like the one I just shared? What happened? Tell me in the comments below. I will share more true ghost stories in future videos, so remember to subscribe and hit the notification button to receive updates whenever I publish a new video. And always think good thoughts to create good things.